Yo, what up? It's Donut, and you are tuned into all your Illuminati news. And we are here with Tommy Truthful. I know y'all know who Tommy Truthful is. What's up, Tommy?
What's up, brother Donut? How you doing today?
I'm doing great. We just did a podcast over on your channel, and now we're doing a podcast over on my channel.
Yes,
And we're
sir.
gonna go over some wild stuff. As I'm looking out for the date, December 8th, tomorrow. But what's on your mind right now?
Well,
What's going on with rituals and all that? What are you looking at?
right now, but right before we went on break, shout out to Ohio, my people in Ohio. But right before we went on break, I noticed you showed me the thumbnail you were going to use, right? So Donut, it has the 18 and 08 on it, right? Now I'm like, oh, 188, that's cyber attack. And if I could share my screen real quick, Donut, this is going to blow your mind.
Yes, sir.
So November 10th is the day that I'm really what do I just hit the share screen?
Go to present and share screen. Yes.
Okay.
Let me know when you want me to add it to the stream.
Okay. Let me click on my home. Okay. Can you add it now?
Yes.
And I'll be able to go down this while we're live and they can see it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So remember, guys, we had Jadona. This is crazy because I didn't even know this. I was looking at Zach's blog right after we got off of here. And we had the FBI director say cyber attacks are a 9/11 level threat on June 3rd of 2021 on the anniversary of the Great Reset's announcement, right? Which I think this date is connected to 12/10 of 22. Pay attention in the news on this day for stories of power outages and such. So, and guys, they're doing some really weird stuff on Facebook too. They're blacking out people like me and a lot of people's videos right now. It's very strange. They usually do this when they're ramping up for something big. And from that date, June 3rd of 2021 until December 10th, is 18 months and 7 days, 187, which is 555 days, right? 555, we know, was connected to 9/11. The Pentagon has 5 sides, was 5 stories high and 5 layers deep. In English ordinal, the Pentagon derives from the number 125, or 5 times 5 times 5, and 125 people died in the attack at the Pentagon. Now, the Washington Monument is 555 foot tall as well. And, you know,
Right.
these
555.
numbers,
Yeah.
right, these numbers are on, the numbers are part of, every letter has a number attached to it. Every letter holds a frequency and energy of vibration, right? So FBI director, cyber attacks are 9/11 level threat. And look at this, Donut. Chaos 46, order out of Chaos 46, Phoenix. Notice this news comes on June 4th, or 4/6, right?
Yeah, 46. And this is what we were talking about. And we're going to get into this deeper tonight. 46.
Yes, sir, brother. And we're on the 46th president. Now, December 10th, guess what date numerology it has? 64, the reflection of 46. And this is NASA's 64th anniversary year. And December 10 is 121. First case of code red on January 20th of 21, 121. And then the first case of the new variant was on 12/1 of 21. So Revelations is also 121. April 9th is 121. And April 9th was the day that was Little Nas X's birthday, the day DMX and Prince Philip were ritualistically sacrificed. And in Prince Philip's coat of arms is the X, and the X represents Osiris.
Right.
Now,
and DMX died out here in Arizona, where I'm at, in the 30th
oh,
parallel.
you're about to have a heart attack when you see this, then, because this is all connected to your area, Donut. So let me scroll down. Look, order out of chaos 188, cyber attack 188, Bavarian Illuminati 188. And this is brother Zach did a blog a while back on gematria effect.news, And I remembered it, and I'm like, let me go see what Zach was talking about in that blog. Then I added everything else on down here. New York, the time this happened, let us not forget these remarks on June 3rd, 2021 comes on the first year anniversary of Klaus Schwab calling for the Great Reset. The same man who leads the World Economic Forum that simulated the whole code red situation. You know, I'm not going to say the name because we don't want to get flagged. So Cyber Polygon, the military were running drills about this blackout, right? And what it's called is the jackpot, which we'll get into that in just a second. Valentine's Day power outage occurred 142 days after Public Enemy drop. What you gonna do when the grid goes down? And then 142 days later on 2/14, grid goes down. So from that date, that's 806 days. And 86 is Nephilim, just to say. Remember Stranger Things 4 took place in 86. And this whole code red thing has been connected to nuclear from day one. It started on 3/11, the day Fukushima popped off, which Fukushima happened, reactor 4 melted down in 86. And we were talking about 4 and tetraphobia, the fear of the number 4, you know, the four elements, the 4 corners linked to portals. But
Right. So all these numbers, so if somebody, hasn't looked into
still,
the numbers, each number like A is 1, D would be 4, and we're in 4D, right? The fourth dimension. I don't
yep.
know, maybe not. But each word, and this is where it's connecting to these dates. I'm sure everybody that already is on my channel, I go over these numbers and all this. But the 46 that you were showing, you were saying, the 46th president too.
Yep.
So this 46 be popping up everywhere. And everyone remember the movie, The Number 23. There's the 23 enigma where 23 just shows up all over the place. They made a movie with Jim Carrey about it. And 23 plus 23 is 46.
Is
So
it?
this,
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah. The 23 chromosomes. You're right. You're right. And there's more I'll plug at the end of that, how it's connected to Arizona, where the upcoming Super Bowl is going to be. But just to touch on the 128, 12-8, me and Donut are paying attention for some type of a ritual too, guys, because that is a very big vibration, 128. The tower fell during 9/11 at 10:28. And,
really, wow, 1028. Yeah,
and
okay.
Mr. Jabber, Bill Gates' birthday, 10/28.
Right.
Inferno, the movie pretty much about that agenda, literally came out on 10/28. And then the bridge collapsed in Pittsburgh when Joe Biden was going to do the infrastructure bill on 1/28 of 22. The Challenger blew up on 1/28 of 86. There's that 86 number again, too. And it blew up 73 seconds after it allegedly took off, which sacrifices 73. And dude, I can prove for a fact that all them people are still alive.
So 128 is interesting. Bill Gates' birthday, 1028. It's the 0 always gets removed. So if you see this December 8th, 2022, it won't be 2022. It'll just be 222 because 0 has no value. But that number also is like blink 182. And that is straight connected to the UFOs. The 182 day the left in the year, July 2nd, I believe, or something like that, is UFO day. You got these secret societies like Blink 182 that has the bunny logo. We've broken that stuff down anyway, but that's connecting a lot of dots for me. How this number 1028, 182, all these numbers are connected.
182, 281. It can be the same numbers, guys, mixed around different ways. Oh, and another thing on that 64 and 46 number, the newest royal family member, baby Lilibet, born on 6/4 of 21.
Yeah, so 6'4", backwards 4'6". So this gets pretty deep, like with numbers, and it could drive people crazy. But this thumbnail, we're showing the 1808, the rituals. What I'm looking out for is tomorrow. Is something crazy going to happen tomorrow? And I'll break down why I think this, and connecting some dots. As it's the full moon, it's a cold moon, and things happen on full moons. Sacrifices happen a lot on these full moons. It's the day that John Lennon was assassinated. And he was assassinated because he made a comment that he was more popular than Jesus. And even on the album cover, it was supposed to have Jesus and Hitler on it. And now we're hearing all this stuff about Kanye and all that. And that's the two things. My cat, I don't know if you can hear that. That's my cat. He just went into the litter box. He always goes crap when I'm live.
Filled with a 38 special, John Lennon.
Yeah, so what's up with the number 38? So Mark David Chapman, who I believe was under MK Ultra mind control because he read this book, Catcher in the Rye, which a lot of assassins read before they carry out their murder. He used a 38 special revolver.
Okay,
what's up with that?
Well, for instance, George Floyd killed on 38th Street. Pull up the cover, type in Murder by Numbers, the movie.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that right now.
It's on the cover of it. A 3 and an 8. RIP's murder, or RIP is 38. Murder's 38. Killing, I'm pretty sure, is 38. Gematria is 38. We just had that volcano blow up too, guys, after 38 years. See, pick the one in the top left corner. That one. See the 3 and then 3 and 8 right there. Murder, and then Numbers has the 8 after them. Murder, and then Numbers, the 3 and 8. And Sandra Bullock was 38. She was 38 years old when she did that film. And Sandra Bullock equals 83, the reflection of 38, which Murder by Numbers came out on the Police's Synchronicity album in 1983. I can't hear you.
I just watched this movie. Really, my cat was going to the bathroom and was scratching. He does this every time I go live. It's annoying. But yeah, so you got that 3 and that 8. That means murder, right?
Yes, sir.
In gematria.
3883, yes, sir.
December 8th is the day tomorrow that John Lennon was assassinated with a 38 special at 11:15 p.m. That's going to be connected. This Catcher in the Rye book is connected to MK Ultra. They even show this in the Squid Games. He said he's more popular than Jesus. There's all this Hitler and Jesus with Kanye talking, because there's a straight connection to Kanye, I believe, with the Helter Skelter scenario that will be taking place, in my opinion. Is he under MK Ultra right now? People say he's breaking free, but what if this is part of that, as I've been talking about him for years going through this. But this is the song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. The Beatles brought the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club album with Aleister Crowley in it, and this was to push LSD onto the culture. The White Album, which is the 9th studio album, the completion album, to end the hippie movement. And this image, John Lennon's son drew, and you can see Polaris, the 8-pointed star here. This is what his son drew, and this is where we get LSD, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Oh my God, that's the 8-pointed star, the star of Anana, the star of Ishtar, the Satarina star that Little Nas X has tattooed on his freaking chest. And that's connected to CERN, and all the ancients worshipped it. They said when the gods would ascend, a 8-pointed stargate would open in the sky.
Kanye's logo is it as well, and even the Tesla logo is a part of that as well.
Wow.
That Polaris.
CERN has the 8 bars. That's why Travis Scott had 8 pillars of flame with a portal C on the other side. 8 fans originally died, and 8 represents the 8 points of time and space. And then the sun wheel in front of the Vatican has 8 spokes on it as well.
Yeah, so this symbol of Polaris is in every single culture, everywhere.
Looks like a Walmart logo, he said.
Looks like a Walmart logo. Yep. It, it's everywhere. The Beatles' first take of Lucy in Sky with Diamonds. So what I'm trying to do is connect how this Beatles and Kanye, very, very similar. John Lennon was ruled by the number 9. If you look at the Migos, their infinity chain links is that 8. We're showing that 8. And if you look at song number 9, the completion number, it's 230, I believe the title of the song. And that is when Takeoff died at that exact time, this 9. And so John Lennon's life was controlled by number 9 as well. The Dakota has 9 letters in it.
Look at them coordinates too, dude.
Right here?
Yeah. 446. The 128. The bridge collapsed in Pittsburgh, the land of the 446 bridges. If you guys remember the Afghanistan evacuation, remember with that plane and they allegedly hung on the wheels and fell off? Well, what's on the inside of the plane? 119, which is all-seeing eye. Then 62, which is black magic. The queen was coronated on 6-2. And then down below, 446, which has to do with the Golden Gate Bridge upcoming event.
Wow. Yeah, you got 46 there. Yeah.
40 and 46 is 446. And 36, 666 is the 36 triangular number.
So before I get into this Dakota, I'm going to play a 1-minute clip. We got 600 people up in here. Make sure you hit that like button. We are with Tommy Truthful. Make sure you go subscribe to Tommy Truthful channel. Share this video out. I'm going to go to this clip about Dakota. It's 1 minute long, pretty good, and we'll get back into it. In 1971, John and Yoko Ono moved to New York. 9 years later, John Lennon was assassinated. 72nd Street. 7 + 2 = 9. He was shot and died on 72nd Street. And he went to the hospital on 9th Avenue in Manhattan and died at 1107. 1 + 1 + 7 = 9. His death was announced in Great Britain on December 9th. In the building they lived in called the Dakota is 9 letters. On the arch at the top, it said 1881, which equaled 9, and 9, 99. Well, 9 + 9 = 18. 8 + 1 of the 18 = 9. If you add up 99 to 1881, you get 1980 when John died. They lived in this place, Dakota. They filmed Rosemary baby scenes here. Plus, the Rosemary baby apartments were filmed at John Lennon's apartments that he owned. So we can just see that there's this numerology going on in big events with these musicians as well, and it's all connected to the occult. It's all connected to the occult. So this Dakota, this number 9, Jimi Hendrix was controlled by the number 69. So going back to just seeing that, what are your thoughts right there? Because that Rosemary baby thing is straight connected to Helter Skelter and
with what's going on right now with the whole thing that happened at Planned Parenthood. And we're going through this ritual that has to do with the number 57. That's why we're going into Super Bowl 57. And the queen, if you look at the coordinates where she died, you'll see the 57 in it. But Rosemary's baby, you know, it's a birthing ritual, and it has to do with the birthing of a new race, like with the whole transhumanist, without me going too far into that. But yeah, that's the first thing I think of with that. What year was Rosemary's Baby came out? Tell me not 68.
1968.
Oh my God. That's the year they coined the word, you know what, CV, made 9/11 the emergency code. The Hong Kong flu came out. George Bush graduated Yale Skull and Bones. They started building the World Trade Center that year. 33 years later, Georgie Boy Bush is the president and the towers are brought to the ground. Also, that was the year the Rockefeller, I think they started doing the Rockefeller Foundation. I might not be sure on that one, but I am sure on this. Israel put out a coin in 68 with a plane flying towards two towers. Remember that?
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
33 years later, boom, it's down. It's pretty
That's
crazy,
wild.
dude. The year the whole word CV was coined. It all traces
Mhm.
back to 68, which is the war code, Donut. World War I started with numerology of 68. World War II, numerology of 68. And now Ukraine, which I personally believe will lead us into World War III. And Albert Pike said this letter leaked out that we would go into 3 world wars. I don't know if you
Right.
ever read that, Brother Donut.
Right. Well, shout out to Call Me Kinfolk.
Space Odyssey came out 68, the whole
Yeah.
alien invasion.
And we'll get deeper into some Balenciaga stuff as well and the fashion industry. Oh, here's another one. Rockefeller was on Time Magazine in 1968.
I think that's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Robbie.
Yeah. But we're coming into 322 2023, the year of the rabbit, going down the rabbit hole. And Yale will be celebrating its 322 year of its founding of Yale, which is all on dragon lines, with all these ley lines that the Templars were finding to build buildings. It gets so deep. Even the queen or the prince or whatever, the princess, the prince, I don't know. They dressed up like Rosemary Baby as well. But Rosemary's Baby was filmed by Yep. Rosemary's Baby was filmed by Roman Polanski, right?
Oh,
He was a pedo.
he was a pedo light. Was.
And his wife, Sharon Tate, was in a movie before that called The Eye of the Devil, right? All these Illuminati eye symbols, which is gouging out the left eye of Horus, symbolizing Setian. Eye of the Devil, it's about sacrifice. And it was released on 322, November 18th. And that's what happened to her. She was sacrificed, and it was the Helter Skelter scenario. They put Helter Skelter all over this. So December 8th, tomorrow, is when John Lennon was whacked, and it leaves 23 days remaining until the end of the year. And I'm just looking into that number 23 right now because I just watched that movie, The Number 23.
I'm going to watch it tonight again.
It's pretty good.
And then that's crazy that it's connected to 23. And then on the 10th is 21 days left in the year, which Saturn's 21, War's 21, Jesuits 21, Evil's 21. And this is the 21st anniversary year since 9/11.
Yeah. So my boy Water Above, he was connecting Saturn and Satoshi's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's got 21 million coins into all that as well. So it's something to look out for, some news with that. But we are coming up on a full moon. Mars is going to be connected with it. There's going to be some drama according to astrologers, but they always do stuff on these full moons.
Going into Mercury retrograde, the last one of the year too soon.
Yeah, Mars is in retrograde. So there's this other image I posted on Twitter. Let me find it right here. I did this tweet on Twitter, and this guy responded back because I was like, bro, the 23rd on December 8th. And he wrote this, and I thought it was pretty good. July 8th, there was an assassination. August 8th was the Trump Mar-a-Lago, which you talk about, the Lionsgate portal. September 8th, Queen Elizabeth II. Looks like that was her death. I'm not sure if that is. I haven't.
That's the date.
So October 8th, the bridge collapsed. You predicted that. November 8th, FTX collapsed, and now we're coming on December 8th.
Oh, so he's on point. And yeah, Trump is 88. Mar-a-Lago equals 88. 88 is also, and all you Trump supporters, I don't pick a side. I'm pro-life conservative. I just, it's the same thing. So I don't get involved in politics. But 88 is a white supremacy logo. It really is. You can look it up. I'm not lying to you. 14 and 88. And the jabs went live December 14th. Trump was born on the 14th during a blood moon over Jerusalem.
Right. And Kanye also, his birthday was June 8th. So
Oh
June
wow.
8th, then July 8th, August 8th. So, it's,
68, June 8th.
and I just was watching your video and you brought up people say Lord and ball because the Balenciaga, but Lord actually, ball means Lord
Yep, it
too.
does. And
So it's,
Kanye, he had the Balenciaga face mask on. Like Donut said, he said, you guys remember when he told Alex Jones, let me channel, which comes from witchcraft channeling. And he had the Balenciaga gloves on. I did a couple great breakdowns on Balenciaga on my second website, TommyTruthful369.com. You'll see on point. But Kanye represents the Great Bear constellation, right? His first kid was named North. And then you have him go on Nori, which means North. He went to Polaris High School. His first album, what was it called, Donut? Had the bear on it.
yeah, graduation.
Yep. And then he gets dropped from Balenciaga after they get involved with the whole kid thing and panda bears.
Yeah, so the bear is Polaris because it's in the Little Minor constellation. You said that he went to Polaris High School. Wow, all this Polaris stuff. Polaris is the North Star. His kid's named North, and the whole channeling thing. I've been covering how the Thule Society, which brought the whole Nazi party from the Thule. Thule means the North, the farthest North. There's so many connections to that. But here's another thing with these numbers. As Tupac, the 7-day theory, he was shot at 25, 2 plus 5 equals 7. And on the back of this cover, it had Jay-Z and stuff like that, all dressing up like girls doing some kind of weird ritual on the back of that, which was banned. This was released, I believe, on November 5th. That's the Travis Scott incident, Astroworld, and so many other. Kris Jenner's birthday. And he got shot. And he died 7 days later.
That 115 cipher.
So yeah, okay. Tell me the 115 cipher because check this out before
I gotta
you go.
show you better than I could tell you. It'll take me 2 seconds. Can I show you something?
Show me right before I end this. Check this out.
Okay.
The shooting occurred at 1115 p.m.
Okay.
John Lennon died 1115 p.m.
11:5. Well, that's equals 26, which 26 is linked to the sacred feminine. Queen Elizabeth, born in 26, coronated on 6/2. They're mirror reflections of each other. And black magic is 62 as well. But 115, Tupac ain't dead, they said. Vanessa said Kanye has alter egos, and yeah, he 100% does. That's definitely a fact. He represents the perfect Manchurian candidate. You know what I'm saying? He's a muse. Kanye is not our savior. Albert Pike said it best: when they need a hero, we will give them one. And that's what Kanye is here to be, the hero for the truther movement. He's exposing the media and this and that, when really he's not exposing nothing. I mean, if you go back and watch that video he did with Alex Jones, it's a joke. It makes us look psychotic, is what it does. It makes truthers look dumb.
Well, have you seen the connection in your screen whenever you want me to share
Oh,
it?
I can do it now?
Yeah, I can. Let me know when you want me to pull up your screen. I'll share it. Everybody hit that like button.
Yeah, hit the mics.
Smash that like button.
Okay, yeah, let me show you this, because this goes back in with the power outage thing too. Real quick. Are we on here?
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
All right. Okay, back to here. So the 115 is Lucifer and Masonic. And then the ritual we had in Moore County. So the jackpot will begin a major depopulation of the human population, starting with a blackout. Now in North Carolina, we just had one, right? In the parallel, this was released 1 month and 13 days before December 3rd, 44 days in exact. which kill is 44. You should know this number 113. The elections came on 113. The reflection of that is 311. The date the whole code red popped off. 113 is deception, illusion, green screen, bullshit. It's a number of deception, politics. But Silicon Valley had a similar outage, a terrorist shooting out the electric substation exactly 115 months ago. It's a blackout, right, in Moore County, which Lucifer is the light bearer. Masonic is 115, and that's who they really worship, is Lucifer. And the jackpot, this whole depopulation agenda, equals, what's the reflection of 115, guys? 511, which the jackpot is 511, Noah's flood, God's chosen. And, just connecting to the September 25th of 2020 blackout we had, 142 days after Public Enemy dropped What You Gonna Do When the Grid Goes Down, and September 25th, 2020 was the 59-year anniversary of JFK giving his weather control speech. Go figure. And then the power grid goes down. But you have that.
What's up with Arizona? Because I'm out here in Arizona and they're doing the Super Bowl here, leaving 322 days left in the year, February 12th. They got Rihanna up on there.
Well, Arizona was definitely connected to this. You can see Arizona in the artwork on here. Very, Public Enemy. That's why I'm wondering: is the power outage going to be in Arizona?
Dude. So I don't know if that's did they say that's Arizona? Because I got a slide that I'm going to bring up that I think that's the Four Corners, which is Arizona, but New Mexico too. It's right. The cover of the Rothschild magazine. I don't know if it is though. I could be wrong, but here
I think it's AZ though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it probably is AZ, but
it's probably part of the Four Corners, like you said, but ain't AZ in that?
Yeah, it is. So sorry, okay. I'm gonna go back to your screen, but
no, you're fine.
Like, doesn't that mountain on the left look like
it looks exactly like it?
Whoops, sorry. Look, you can bring up your screen again. Sorry, but this was the Economist magazine, the Four Corners. So connecting it to that Professor Griffin, that album.
Yeah, so it's right there. That's Arizona though, right?
It's Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico.
Maybe them are the four states that will get the power outage.
It's the Navajo Nation.
Oh, that'd suck right there too, because it's so hot. But right now, this time of the year, it's probably not that hot.
Also, like, Kanye was wearing this mask, and he's the truther, right? Just like the Riddler, and they look very similar. The same kind of vibe. And Batman is 322, his grandfather created Skull and Bones, 322. And in that movie with the Riddler, fantastic film, Gotham gets flooded. They explode, 7 explosions in Gotham.
The new one too, right?
Yeah, the new one. Yeah, the new one. And even the Riddler's logo is the Four Corners as well. Plus, there's the Knights Templar double cross on each one of them.
Yeah, there's something to all this, bro. I definitely think we're on to something. Like, hey, people didn't think when we said bridges were going to collapse that they would. But, we've been warning of a power outage for a minute now. And then, boom, North Carolina has one that's connected to Cyber Polygon and all that. I think these are just small ones, like little beta tests for this upcoming. I think the one will be pretty across the board. You know what I mean? Like, most of the country will get it, or a big chunk of it.
Right. Someone said, who is that playing the Riddler? And I'm sure there's a connection to that. It's the guy from, I don't know if you've seen There Will Be Blood, but it's about oil and religion and stuff. Fantastic film, but he was the religious guy in it. So I'm sure the connection goes deep.
I'll look into that more tonight, guys. There might be some connection there.
So with Balenciaga, the movie Zoolander is about, the MK Ultra mind control programs in the fashion industry. And the guy who created it killed himself. Not a lot of people know that. Like he was suicided, killed himself. And the whole Balenciaga stuff going on. What are your thoughts on that? Because I haven't covered that on this channel.
What, Balenciaga?
Yeah, just whatever's on your mind with it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought a lot of it is a psyop, and I think it's. I did several blogs on TommyTruthful369.com. You guys can go check it out. Greg Reese, he released an article on Alex Jones's channel about it all being a psyops, and he connected a lot of the dots with that, and then I decoded that whole video. But yeah, I think it was put there for us to bite into it. That way they could find out who was still trying to expose the pedo stuff, which we know the whole QAnon psyop was part of that. QAnon equals 666. It was the D-Wave quantum computer that was used to track, trace, and tag Christians, conservatives, people that they thought would be the people that would stand up for other people during this event, that would speak out. Look how many truthers got shut down after 2020, after that whole Q thing broke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The channels got taken down.
Yeah. And it's all a movie script. Like if you go back to 007, which is the 2-ball cane, which is the Facebook logo, and we almost got 900 people watching live right now.
Shout out to all of them.
Make sure you hit that like button. 007 is a perfect example of what's being rolled out. It seems like the characters in that. You got a Q character in that as well. And Q equals 17. And Trump just got convicted for 17 tax charges or whatever. And then there's the A17, the ghost that visits Ghislaine Maxwell. And in the boxes, the 1551 boxes at Mar-a-Lago raid on 8/8, when Nixon had his resignation speech on 8/8, and Nixon resignation. I thought I said Reagan. It's all connected. It's strange. It's strange. So check this out, bro. Do you see this?
Balenciaga equals 55. And remember that jacket Kanye had on, guys? It had said VTM or something on it. It equals 55. And Satan is 55. Marilyn Manson song, You Say God, I say 10, because Satan equals 55 in English ordinal and 10 in reduction, full reduction.
And we are in December. December is 10 because Decum means 10, and 10 is the X, space X and X. And
yeah, they go. The occult goes by a whole different calendar than us. We're given the peasant calendar. We're not allowed to know the true. Remember, and it just goes back to the Bible verse. They will change the laws and the times of the Most High.
So there's this MK Ultra project. They got Project Chatter, which was the truth serum, and then they got Project Bluebird in 1952 after MK Ultra. And I was like, Project Bluebird, what's a bluebird? And the Twitter logo is a bluebird, So I was like, I bet you there's something there. They're releasing the Twitter.
Project Bluebird.
What's up?
What's that one all about? Project Bluebird. I don't think I know that one.
Project Bluebird was an offshoot of Project MK Ultra, focused on hypnosis, behavior modification.
These bastards. And then we got Twitter.
And then we got Project Bluebird, the Twitter files. So we could trust Elon. He's given us all the information that didn't get deleted by Jack Dorsey. He just left it up there for Elon to share to the world. We could totally trust this dude.
Yeah, no doubt.
The Neuralink, yeah.
The Neuralink guy, Mr. Transhumanism. Yeah, we could totally trust him.
Who wears the New World Order jacket at the Met Gala, where Kim Kardashian was wearing that Balenciaga outfit,
But it reminds you, Donut, when they need a hero, we will give them one. And Elon and Kanye fill them shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people trust them. Do you remember when Twitter first came out in 2009? Oprah went on her show. Oprah also stayed home for 322 days, and she has the OWN network, which is an anagram for New World Order, NWO. And they promoted this, and I thought it was so stupid, but they promoted this in 2009, and now this is like the main thing that people look at. I don't know if you remember that.
No, I don't remember that. I would have to go back and look into that one. Oprah, Elon Musk, monkey, Disneyland under investigation for deaths of 15,000 animals.
Yeah,
His brain implant that you guys trust.
Yes. So
I heard it blew up some pigs' heads, like blew their brains out of the side. It said pigs' brains blew out of their ears or something. One of the pigs it was in.
that's wild, bro.
That's
so like
easy, dude.
This MK Ultra stuff goes into the social media. You got TikTok, influence operations, FBI's warning about it's pretty much just mind control for people. People get ticks from it and everything. And Kanye recently posted on Instagram about Elon being a clone, one of 10 clones. And it's interesting because the Martian government was directed by 10 men, and the leader was Elon, Werner von Braun.
Werner von Braun, yeah, that's crazy. And they also just said Joe Biden's a clone. I seen him breaking down and tweaking out on TV not too long ago.
And Joe Biden gets medicated at exactly 3:22 p.m. Also, another date I'm looking out for is December 12th. I wonder if you have anything to add on to this, but it leaves 19 days left in the year, you know. So something to look out for.
19-year Metonic moon cycle. Rona 19 happened 19 years after 9/11. AI is 19. The 19 hijackers. 19 is the reflection of 91. Route 91 Harvest Festival, the Las Vegas shooting. And Trump got raided, I believe, 91 days before the midterms, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
I was pretty sure.
Yeah. And a lot of people are leaving out that Las Vegas event. It was in front of the Luxor pyramid, and there's a lot of weird rituals that go on if you look up.
That was a massive Christian harvest, because who goes to country music festivals, Donut? A lot of Christians.
I actually got a Jewish homie that went to that, and
I'm sure they do. I'm not saying specific.
No, I'm just saying. He was there. Like, it was a friend of mine, and he went with his Israeli girlfriend or something. He was telling me the story.
Did you see the shooting shit?
He was traumatized, yeah. And I was like, please tell me, because this was like a little after it happened. I was like, please tell me about it. Like, the guy bought 33 guns right before he did it, you know. And
he bought 33 guns. He was in room 32. The 32 sunbursts on the Jesuit logo. George Floyd had the 32 with the phoenix on his chest, and he had 47 weapons in the room, like the 47-degree Masonic compass.
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, so I'm from Vegas, so it hits home, you know, and yeah, so that's just stuff that
it all adds up to 666 too. If you add up like the victims, how many guns he had, and everything. I got a blog about it on TommyTruthful.com.
Yeah, I'd like to make a documentary on it, just because
we should, dude.
Yeah, it was in front of the Luxor pyramid as well, and that's where Tupac was staying right before.
And 100%, I seen video of 3 helicopters pull up. It looks like them helicopters were dumping. You know,
yeah, and then they had the Saudi prince too there that was escaping, or not the prince, but there was some sort of.
They try to say his cousin or something, try to set him up and kill him, and then there was shooting in another.
Bro,
you didn't know that,
bro? I just connected the dots because of you, so thank you. With the 23 number, the 23 number. Wait, no, it's 38. I'm wrong. So maybe you could connect something for me.
What?
They interviewed the brother, and the brother's home address was
320.
320, yeah. So
yes, it was.
Because I remember when it happened. I was all like, that looks like 322, but
it was 320, which is if you have 23, you have 32. And the shooter was on the 32nd floor. And remember, Paddock had a giant 13 tattooed on his neck? Like, what the hell, man? That was the most scripted shit. They set that dude up. They killed his ass. He was the fall guy. If you go look, guys, every last one of the witnesses, I think there might be like a few left, but most of them are dead. And they all died in crazy ass accidents. Because I followed it for the first 3
Me
years.
too. Yeah, I was fine. And
Extensively.
then I remember it vividly that the FBI director looked straight like a Men in Black
Bro, with
character.
all them people behind him, he looked
What it,
scared to death. No,
the
I'm talking
the
about the
cop was
sheriff.
crying, bro. The cop was like in tears,
The
man. And
sheriff looked scared, like he was
he
being
looks
told what
freaked
to
out.
say, dude.
It was there. It was weird. We gotta make a truth documentary on that. But this date, December 12th, is 12/12. And if you add this up, 12/12 in 2022, it equals 12. So you got all these 12s. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just look into stuff, you
yeah,
know.
121, which that's the first case of what, that 121 in the beginning of it. That's a big
So yeah. What else are you looking at? These are just a couple more of the slides. I think we
I
already
want you to send me that screenshot of that 8 one that dude broke down, because there's 100% something connected to that.
right here.
No, the one that
Right here.
one, yes. Because
Yeah.
so on November 8th, we had the collapse of FTX. So what are we looking at tomorrow? Some type of a collapse, maybe? I guarantee we'll have something big in the media, because it hasn't broke since July, August, September, October, November, December. And 8, if you're looking in prime numbers, 8 and 19 are connected. So, there's that whole thing. Meta changed their logo to 8. It's the infinity sign. It's connected to Saturn.
Dude, it's wild. It's wild stuff. So anything else you like to say before we close it up? I thought this was a dope little fresh podcast. Everybody make sure you go
Show that Joseph kid's thing right there. Joseph Lacueva. That's my homeboy. Let me read what he just said. First case of 121 exactly 222 days after Trump's birthday. Order out of chaos 222. Wuhan 222. Yeah, and Rona happened 222 months after 9/11, which is 19 years. And guys, Joseph has a good YouTube channel too. He does gematria and decodes like me. Check him out, man. He's pretty cool, dude. You should talk to him, Donut. You'd like him.
Yeah, no, I follow him. That's how I figured out that the whole Kanye, he got banned when he had 322 followers.
Yeah, Joseph's cool. They just took one of his YouTubes down at like 21,000 followers, man.
All right, here I'll show his name. You guys could look this up and on YouTube. Yeah, it's but he keeps going. So
he keeps going, man. He don't care, and I respect that. But yes, to all you guys out there, check out TommyTruthful.com and TommyTruthful369.com. The best way to support us is follow our websites. On TommyTruthful.com, you can put your email in, and on TommyTruthful369, and that will get you notifications of all of our lives. If I was you guys, I would stop using Gmails, because they have backdoors in your Gmail. So use Proton Mail. I got to get you hip to that, Donut. It was actually created at CERN, but it's a secure encrypted email. So it's called like proton.me. And
the internet was created at CERN too.
33 years ago.
That's crazy. Yeah, I got Tommy's links all down below. Plus I got my Patreon. Make sure you go subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, your Patreon's fire, bro.
Thank you. And we're going to do more episodes. We're going to keep this short and sweet. Much love, everybody. Have a great night. And let's see what happens tomorrow.
And
much love. And God bless y'all.
Love y'all.